We had a house fire years ago and lost pretty much everything. I managed to get my kids out of the fire, but fire travels fast, and there was no way that my fire extinguisher could have done much. Dang that garage heater for shorting out. In the midst of the fire, I asked a firefighter if he could go in and grab my computer, which was in a corner of the house not yet on fire. It had all my kids' photos on it, and he did. What a beast. To be honest, that's all that really mattered to me. Everything else could be replaced. The house fire taught me the importance of what really matters and what doesn't. And spending time with my kids, doing things with them, being a part of their lives, that's what matters. Back in Shadowbringers, I was fortunate enough to be able to click the win on a house. After 11 hours and staying up all night and feeling the joy and exhilaration of what only a certain few have ever felt in this game, we were able to spend copious amounts of time designing, having fun, spending tons of gil on things that we really didn't use, like garden plots, chocobo stalls, and ranking up our submarine. It was exciting. But after a bit, it brought us to our first problem. This was a part of the game that we all weren't really into. FF14 offers a wide array of things that you can do. For me, it's got super rich story and compelling characters. For my boys, the dungeons and loot took the cake. Only one of my sons really enjoyed the process of being a housing main, at least for a few weeks. And millions of gil, if we're being honest. From rugs to walls, lights to toilets, he had his fill, but after a bit, he then got bored. Because once you build the house, once you put that effort in to make sure that that one wall is in the right spot, there's no way in hell you're gonna want to move it to make a whole new layout. It's too much effort and takes too much time and gil. So once he finished the house to his fancy, it wasn't gonna change. He was happy with it, and the rest of us were good with what he made. Thanks, little buddy. But what now? The house is done. Well, that led to our second issue with this whole part of the game. What do we do with it after? Can we use it to entertain people, like have parties? I guess, but that's not really our thing. And the amount of work that practically professionals use to do this in the game is insane. And the effort shows. These places are nuts. I remember hearing about the cost for a good party scene. The designers, the in-game cosplayers, bouncers, managers. Heck, I've seen some of them that had parties with DJs streaming and everything.
So that's when the DJ, the live DJ over on Twitch actually said, dudes, we're moving the party outside because you can load everybody outside. So they were like, you've got to come outside and see this. To which I did, to just see the most ridiculous amount of people dancing, having a good time, partying.
Yeah, looks cool, but that's not for our little free company. So then maybe we can make money off this thing. Gardening or the workshop. The workshop. First introduced in patch 3.0 and offering some cool things, like unique exterior housing, like the latest gingerbread house, for instance, and the buffs through company actions. But it really hasn't added much excitement to the game, especially lately. Where I do like the submarines you can make, it takes months to upgrade them to the place where you can actually make some decent gil, or at least start recouping all the gil you've put into making the dang thing, let alone our little family of 4. So there it is, sitting idle here in the Emporium. Yes, we sometimes hang out here, but the area is pretty vacant. Not much really happening, except the occasional person running around looking for an empty plot that they can claim. Which leads me to my last point. The limited ability to actually own a house. Now, this is an issue that's plagued the game for years. And even though efforts have been made to help us, there's still people that have not or will never experience this rather unique part of the game. If the FF community is striving for something, it's fairness. Not saying it's ever achieved this or ever will, but it's something that's a worthy goal. So being that we had our chance at this housing part of the game, my kid's been able to build his own house, and now has an apartment, which he'll keep forever, it's time to consider selling our little plot of land and let someone else have a turn. Once you've lost a real house, it's not the building or the plot that have value, it's the people that do. I don't fear losing things much anymore, and it's not like we spent that much time in that thing anyways. We were always running around everywhere, adventuring and enjoying ourselves. And stepping away from this will allow someone else the opportunity to enjoy this part of the game. Ah crap, that free company bought it. Now they own half the map. Dang it.